A person from poor to white, to the pinnacle of equity. What do you need to master? Is there a set of rules that can tell you the end of full use Ollie? It allows you to be in the workplace. The mall is still there. You can see through people's hearts in life, manipulate human nature. Whether it is dealing with interpersonal relationships can be used with ease. Today we are going to talk about the 48 Laws of Power. This is a book that's in and out of America, but awesome. He integrated humanity for 3,000 years. All the greatest strategists in history. Monarchs, statesmen, and the wildest of the city. And the largest. You have such a true way to start a business. So the 48 laws designed in this book must not be something you can learn in the moderate Confucian system, but the most read. Naked teaches you how to deal with knowledge. Know the world. Come to challenge the law of survival in the dark forest. That's what I said. I read this book twice. It took 2 weeks. Just made this 25-minute video so It is highly recommended that you register your collection. The use of rights. You really don't have to hurt anything else. Then we officially start. Rule number 1. No matter how good you are, don't overshadow your boss. Caused by long wind. It is the most basic law for starting workplace production. Always let your boss take care of you. Feel lucky. He can do anything. And he can't find that feeling in anyone else. That's awesome. And even if it's your credit, you also have to say one of your boss's hand dancers. He will like you more and more. I will become more and more inseparable from you. And you can follow him. Access to more core stuff. The opportunity to reach the pinnacle of power. If Baal always shows off its talent, you will cause him great disgust and discomfort. Because no boss thinks he is better than his subordinates. Stupid. That's human nature. Remember Rule 2. No matter how good a friend is, don't trust him unconditionally. No matter how happy the enemy is, he has a value to use. You know, a lot of people get stabbed the most. The most painful things often come from your best friend. Because you're completely defenseless against him. And he knows everything about you. If you treat him unconditionally, he will become a habit. He can also be spoiled and tyrannical. When you ignore him even once, he will. I feel that you are sorry for him. There was a boat that capsized. And that would be terrifying. But your enemy, you are constantly vigilant against him. You are all he needs. You are also his weakness. So, it's often more rational to use it. It's not easy to suffer. Rule 3. Always hide your true intentions. Make things happen. Express defeat. The more important things are, the less you can say. I really want to see you in this world. Few people want you to get things done. People can't be too dedicated to people and things. Today you also feel that he is still a confidant, helping you sort out your thoughts. Turn around tomorrow and he will see that you are growing too fast. He gets jealous. It might sell you. Rule 4. You must learn to understand. Because it's less than you need. Half spoken. Be a person. 3.3. That's going to be leadership that must be learned. You will find, in your company, those who chat in the end often don't get high grades. And the higher up you get, the less you talk. He can see through even one thing. Also know the answer. But what he likes to say is ambiguous. I want you to guess. And the more he does, the more elusive he is. You will panic more. Because you don't know how much he knows. The more you know, the less you dare to fool him. Instead, you will give it all to deal with. And he can see the tricks. Advance and retreat. The goal is achieved. Rule 5. Your reputation is more important than your life. Remember the reason why you have this right. Others can listen to you. Can you use this face? It's because your reputation is called an endorsement. Once your opponent makes you stink, you will find that you will be defeated immediately. So more often, face can be given, but the scene cannot be lost. When someone is operating an attack, when you're seen, this is your final bottom line. Must fight to the death. This is more important than the competition for interests. Because the benefits can be won back if they are given out, but the place was destroyed. It's too hard to get it back. But relatively, you want to engage in competition as well. Why is this the truth of Bullseye and Tiger? Rule 6. Do everything you can to gain attention. As the saying goes, seeing is hearing believing. Is false. Don't forget the teachings of your ancestors. So being the hero for life is not. How to get rid of the wisdom of two wisdoms. You will only be used by those with a heart. Either stepping stone. The ups and downs of the sea of people. You want to get ahead. You have to do everything you can. Let the point person see you. Think about it. You are now the person who stands at the end of the Which one is not a person who attracts money with his own light? The rule period is to learn to let others serve you and put the credit in his own name. You need to know, no matter whether it is a company or a team, finally remembered, it will only be the leader. Although he may have done nothing, just move your mouth. But those who eat dry, can you remember who the most people are? So, all the numbers are out of order. It is up to you whether through the temptation of profit, extremely valuable, or various means, let others pay for you. And most importantly, the last person to show success is you. Remember to be on a team. But don't do it, I'm a brick. Where do you need ordinary people? Although you are very capable, but you are so ordinary, no one can catch your hair. Get 8. Let others come to you instead of you go into others. Why is John Taegong awesome? It's because luck is hooked. Why is Xu Liang awesome? It's because he needs to take care of the hut. So whether it's in the mall or in love, you can deliver it online yourself and let others come for you. Your status is completely different. If you are not needed, what you did was you buried your head in the dirt. Others, even if the bill has been settled, you will also have a hard time in the future because you can't take the initiative in this matter. And those who march in with older children, you don't seem wise to move. But once a person bites the ditch, like a dog beaten after closing the door, it's not up to you. 9. Win with action. Don't stretch your tongue too fast. People are cruel and don't talk much. Never bite. They will be called dogs. Really smart people never hide reason from your mouth. You have to say that you are great. It's awesome. I work by myself. Let's do it and pick me up. All things have results in the end. Don't get it and argue with him for a long time. You didn't do anything yourself, although he did nothing. But when it comes to this kind of professional quarrel, you really shouldn't have bothered him. In the end, you are forced not to. So why don't you change your mind and do it? And they throw it in their face. Aren't you more relieved? How far does it take to touch the person with the food? You don't even have enough energy on your own. Why bother to save others? Negative emotions are contagious. Gear is contagious. This is not sequential. Because it is some negative energy that will affect. Your mood can affect your judgment. It will affect the way you behave and do things. So, it is important to spend more time with positive people. Rule 11. He's sure to let others have sex with you. Irreplaceable dependence. The more others depend on you, the freer you are. If you can make all the important things are related to you, even if you're only in it a little bit, but it's essential. You have a lot of leverage. You think about it when you do something. You have to find someone to meet. Others just set a line for you. But why can you get so much commission? Think about why the Battle of Chibi of the Three Kingdoms. You only remember Xu Liang. The East Wind of the Earth can't remember what Zhou Yu did at all. Think about it. Where is your core replaceable? If not yet. So, I went looking for him. Law 12. Learn to govern without fighting. Many times. After that, your speech to the conspiracy monuments is still the heart and lungs of the opponents. You have to know that people are not stupid. Nothing more than for profit. No one is going to play with their lives. The ancestors said that it is reasonable to pay tribute first and then analyze the pros and cons of this for him. Even if both parties are. It's better to let a little than to lose both. Because you need to know, the level of complexity in the world may not be. You're playing a binary game. More likely, are there more than N fishermen watching outside? Hope you two can predict a fight. Let me see. Delhi Rule 13. Ask for help and be strong. Remember, no moral kidnapping. There are a lot of people who think they have a lot of face. You just need to brush your face wherever you go. It's okay to keep in mind that this is not really cool stuff. No matter how big your face is, if you hire someone to do something, you must give a benefit. Remember that face is face. Foundation is foundation. That's what the scene does. It is his morality that he does not accept. But if you don't give it, that's your problem. Law 14. The true conspiracy. Often under the conspiracy of the How many people are close to friends, then do things that treat you as a fool? But often when you finally find out, already foolish, they do it just to put your guard down. Then get the information. It's like playing chess. He needs to know how you move. He can respond to the right strategy, but this time you are passive. He knows all your tricks. You have no idea what he's going to do with you. So when someone has no relationship with you, that's when people with intersecting interests suddenly treat you well. You have to speak and do things with even a voice. Law 15. The enemy must be completely clean from above. No trouble. Remember Xiang Yu and Liu Bang's nurses. Once you are certain that this person is your enemy, no matter how weak the person appears in front of you, there must be no compassion. This is the taboo of the struggle for power. Even if it is only once with all. No matter how faint, he has the potential to survive and reignite. You will find your hidden heart at that time. Will cost you more. Once the enemy makes a comeback, his revenge will be even more ruthless and cold-blooded. Law 16. You must learn when to be absent. When do you have to leave? Power can control people's hearts. The biggest reason, it comes from his mystery and incomprehensibility. The so-called companion is like a tiger. That's what it means to be unpredictable. Create scarcity, whether it's practical scarcity or scarcity of value. It's all when you get a decision. The ability to master. Why some lawyers say that's not free chat? Why does the little egg on the brain table hurt? You have to make an appointment to see him. Why is your negotiating partner dare to disagree with you at the negotiating table and go? That's the law of value created by scarcity. Periods are scary. Is the most effective way to create a kissing heart. Fear comes from the uncertainty of location. You want to be respected. You can't let somebody figure it out. Leaders who don't always play cards. And the opponent is the most terrifying because he will leave you unsure. I kept wondering what he would do. Even when I meet him, I will panic. And when you can take that to the extreme, you will find we and a sense of normalcy came naturally. Law 18. Isolation in the power struggle is the most dangerous. Even if you are a lion, you seem to think you're a loner and have a personality. But the lonely lion, often the most likely to become the object of others' boredom. Isolation will cut off all your confidence, sources, and assistance. It will make you stand out. And better than the goals others give up. You must remember, no matter how good you are, you can't just have things left to fight. And your allies and teammates, it is your best shield. Law 19. Find out who your enemy is. Don't offend the people you shouldn't offend. People laugh at how stupid people are when they get close to the country. But how many? Ready to pick up your sleeves and really fight your opponent. Is the opponent on your mission a real opponent? Do you know how many small populations are fanning the flames just in the shadows? The fun. The more in the workplace, in the mall, when inexplicably targeted by a powerful opponent, the more you can't fight back directly. First, you don't take offense to this person. You might get hurt. Second, calm down and think about it. Who is your true enemy? Think about this problem clearly before doing it. The second rule is don't attach to anyone. No matter what the occasion. The people who give to the team are not smart people. Many people have talked about some political strategies, said he wanted to have a good time. The team must find Haoshan as soon as possible. That's a very low-level idea. The correct approach is to stabilize first. Maintain your independence and value. Sit on the mountain to watch the tiger. You can be an outsider. See the situation. When they both come to beg you for crosstalk, you'll have a better bargaining chip. And physical strategies. Rule 21. Make your opponent think you are more stupid than him. That's the key to cancellation. Once your opponent starts, you have nothing to fear. I let my guard down on you. You can better plan what you do. You have more room for loot development. Then go and move all the resources you need. Law 20 to strategic confession is the most effective way to maintain yourself when you are not yet strong. Never learn from others' first posts. Why do we need to play games during the anti-Japanese war? And I retreat. Help me. The enemy attacked me. Is it really because of cowardice? Won't you be ashamed? On the road to power, take over and decide everything. The real shame is that you didn't win the battle. Not how awesome you are in the process. That mortal counterattack, all the way to victory. It only appears on TV. Legalist 23. We must learn to focus on our strengths to influence students. The world where the weak outshine the strong is often a myth. And that's an objective principle. So how can we enhance our superiority? To attack the enemy's weak spots. The purpose of each floor. It is the sure way for our players to study and win. All the intrigue. Not worth mentioning in the face of absolute strength. Law 24. The King and the Chancellor. I would rather choose Cao Chen. You need to know that the first bird is located in. Although the peak in the group can see the mountains. But it's also very cold up there, in the event of intrigue. Below one person and above 10,000 people. You only need to serve one person well, or a few people. You can have supreme power. And the risk will be much lower. and in a very elegant way. Achieving your goals is the smartest thing to do. Rule 25. Remember to pay attention to your image. Everything needs to be packaged. What you show others is not your whole picture, it's what you want others to see. Your image should be composed of hello, what you passed on to others later. All your words, actions and gestures in public must not be your true self. Rule 26. Be clean. Keep it clean. Any stain on you. It was a critical moment. It is possible to be affected by your weapon in the gallbladder. Remember Rule 27. Learn to use followers of beliefs and ideals. All successful kings from ancient times to the present, even at some business people, without exception, they are masters of winning people's speeches. Practice the real way. Combining beliefs and ideals more in the hearts of their trendsetters. You can think of it as give them a paintbrush, but the ability of his paintbrush will make your blood boil, make you believe from the bottom of your heart. It's an ability. Rule 28. Be bold when you act. When planning, be careful and meticulous, but once it has been done, remember not to delay the kangaroo's hesitation, because first of all, once your purpose is revealed, hesitation, it is possible to give you time and preparation for everyone. Secondly, yours hesitation will start to shake your team. And this trend will be very difficult to reverse once the future. So now that you've figured it out, you have to go for it. It had to be done. Rule 29. Take the whole picture into consideration. Calculate to the end. The market is like a battlefield. Many times the negligence of a problem, it is possible to contact slowly, especially when the masses are fighting. All the plots. Anyone who feels that there is still a little media in their heart, you know what the Murphy effect will tell you. The more afraid you are of what will happen, the more likely it is to happen. So the riskier things are, the more cautious they are. Even if you are about to decide to do it. But I feel inexplicably uneasy. Retreat when it's time. In this state of spirit and wave, a total annihilation is more lethal than repeated range. Law 30. Let others feel that everything you have achieved. It's all so simple and natural. You don't care how hard you tried or how much you made. Remember the twists and turns. In retrospect, it has to be bland. It's effortless. You ask all the experts why you succeeded. He will only tell you because he is lucky. Because he doesn't have to show off how awesome you are. Tell you all the pits he stepped on. Remember that the less others know, the better for you. Law 31. Master the rules. Let others play your cards. The best manipulation in the world. Just to make others feel that he can control everything. And you're the one who deals the cards. So at the master's table, it doesn't matter if you win 1 or 2 games, but in the end, who can hit all the cards? The most important thing is to take all the chips away. Think about it. Really such a person. Rule 3. 12. Learn to make use of your dreams. Dreams are the simplest and cheapest. The bait that makes human assistance successful. Cow's hope plum quenches thirst. The early days of so many business leaders. In a small house, when you don't have enough to eat. Video of the speech. And you have all kinds of awesome company options. Did you notice? When you can exceed everyone's dreams, power will come very easily. Law 33. You must identify everyone's weaknesses. Homo sapiens have weaknesses. You don't have to use him, but he is dealing with it with his hands. Someone else's last card. You can't find his weakness. You have no cards. The law is dead now. Make others treat you with respect. You must act like a king. Your behavior determines how others treat you. You're a nice guy and no one is easygoing. Then it will be difficult for others to take you seriously. But if you look like you can't be messed with, rigorous, demand momentum, then naturally others will be in awe of you. The person who really has the weathering of the king. You must feel guilty. Otherwise, it won't be called lonely. Rule 35. You must become the master of time. You have to strike at everything you do. No matter how panicked you are, you have to be steady on the surface. Until the last moment. Don't rush to make a decision or rush to make a move. And this is important. Make it seem that you are stable. Take control of the situation with organic guns. This is your magic weapon to stabilize the scene. Law 36. Ignore what you cannot obtain. That's your best way to fight back. For something you can't get, you complain about him again. To reflect, to kneel. It doesn't make any sense. It just makes you look weak. The correct approach is that since you can't get it, then ignore it. No matter how good this thing is, it has nothing to do with you. Create some unforgettable performances. Your own IP address. You have to learn to build it yourself. You have to make people think you have memory. Is it useful to be alone? The most important thing is not that you are in this direction. It is about, can you make people think of you in the first place? Law 38. Ideas can be free, but the behavior has to be remembered by the public. Offend no one can offend the public. Water can carry a boat or capsize it. You have your own unique ideas, no problem, but when discovery and public behavior, it becomes big, you must learn to be flexible and forbearing. Otherwise, your idea will not only fail to come to fruition, it will be born, it will be valued. Follow the crowd first. Then use the power and wisdom in your hands. Slowly flow is the smart move. Law 39. Stir the water to fish in muddy waters. When you find that the situation is developing against you, and here's a particularly useful one, just mess this up. Then break the fish trend. When your opponent is on the team, hoping to get back on track, this is your opportunity. Rule 40. Learn to interview for a free lunch. The most dangerous thing in business, it's free stuff. As the saying goes, I can't afford not to take a shower. There must be a deeper pit waiting for you. Suddenly someone appears to help you at any cost. You ask him what he wants and he never says. Remember that this kind of reward is often not something you can afford. Law 41. Don't inherit your old Yibo. You need to know. The second generation of all families, the saddest. It's just that your own wealth is too excellent. He is doing as well as his parents. Others will think he is just average, just because his parents are older. The lines are better. But once he does it badly, he will be considered a prodigal, and many teachers will support Gong Gao. Therefore, it is difficult to manage because he has to put in several times the effort of his longevity, even several times better than their parents, to get a little recognition from others. It's really hard. So many second-generation creators, you'd rather go out by yourself. I don't want to go back and take over the ship. Law 42 attacks the shepherd. The sheep will naturally disperse. You know all the rumors. There is always a core person fanning the flames. This person is extremely good at emotions, and I like to add oil and vinegar. So everyone loves to hear him tell stories. And what happens? Goose by goose. So in this situation, there is such a way. Just don't allow this to happen. The precocious shepherd dispersed his flock by incovenanting him. Law 43. Drawing together through emotion and belief. It is the most effective magic weapon to improve efficiency or a team. System management. It's just that a team can reach the lower limit of performance and really let everyone work hard to release their potential. It must be a sense to buy the upper limit of performance.